Afternoon everyone, happy Easter. Just checking in. Yesterday I moved my seats. You can see I've lowered them and I moved both seats forward as I said I would do in the video. And I took it on the walk this morning. It was a lovely morning, got some nice pics and what have you, but I've made my first mistake, and that is the seats were designed to be where they would be in the boat. So I've moved them forward and now I've thrown all my weight right to the front, to the point where the water at the back didn't even come up to halfway on here. On the first test it was over here with the motor on, which was okay, and now I've moved the seats forward, it's down to here, which is still okay, but the problem is it threw it off to the front. So instead of sitting down here somewhere, it's right up here, which meant that just small waves from the wind were just blowing it over the top. It was a major issue. It was uncomfortable for me, to be honest with you, and really frustrating. So I'm going to move that seat there. I'm going to move that back about half the distance, maybe a little bit more. And this seat here, I'm trying to debate whether I move it back to where it was or just move it, you know, somewhere in between the two. I had a passenger with me today and I got him to sit on the floor in front of the seat, and it was amazing the difference. Even just tilting his head, leaning right back in the seat and leaning forward, it just transferred that weight forwards and backwards, and the front was up and down in the waterline. I just want to not have the risk of getting bogged out and losing my boat to a wake off a wave, because my front end's too low. The idea is the front end glides over the top of the water, whereas what was happening is, because it was front heavy, back was up, front was down, it was dragging more. The faster I went, the lower it went. It was just awful. Obviously I'm no boat designer and I'm new to this, I'm an absolute amateur, so I've learned from this mistake and I need to put some things right. The other thing that it's done is this bench can be reused, because I just slide it backwards, but this one I've notched into the front, so all of that is added. The bench here and this T-piece here are now all the wrong size. If I bring this forwards I lose it. So I'm going to be doing some work on that over the next week. It's going to be a while till my next video, but hopefully by then I'll have had this fixed and done some new tests. I did say I'd be honest, and if I made an error I'd show it, and that's what I'm doing now. So I moved the seats forward and I killed the dynamic of the boat. It wasn't running right, and I need to put it right. I've still got to consider the leg space. It might end up being back in the same place, but if I can just open it up a little bit I can get that right. So thanks for watching, checking on the next video, and hopefully we're on to putting that fish finder on and doing some adjustments with the motor just to make it handle a bit easier for me as a pilot. So check in later guys, thanks.